Grok is getting a lot of attention right now. Image generation, video generation, AI writing, real-time data from X. So it has been trained on X. And of course, YouTube videos telling you it's a money machine. Completely free, 50 videos a day, make money while you sleep, all that talk. I've seen enough of those videos to know the pattern. Big promise in the thumbnail, vague steps in the video, hidden limitations buried somewhere in the comments. So I actually went and dug into it. Not to say it's all fake, because some of it is useful, genuinely. But to find out what the real picture looks like, what Grok can actually do, what the limits are, and what people are realistically earning. Because there is a version of this that works. It's just not the version that you see online. It's almost always misleading. So let's go. Here's what I found. Let's start with something that most of these tutorials conveniently skip. The reference video that I just watched and that I studied, well, most of these are saying that Grok is completely free and you can create around 50 videos a day. That's not true. Here's what the free tier actually gives you. Free tier will give you 10 prompts every 2 hours. And yeah, X did let free users onto Grok, but you get 10 prompts, all right? So that's it. You have 10 free prompts every 2 hours, and generating an image is also considered a prompt. Image analysis is capped at 3 images per day. Video generation on the free tier is extremely limited. Users report like 2 to 3 short video renders per session before hitting a wall. And even on paid tiers, it's not as simple as it sounds. Super Grok at $30 a month officially advertises 200 images per day. But X AI uses a fair use algorithm that throttles heavy users during peak hours. Failed generations still count against your limit. Reset times are inconsistent. Some users see like 24-hour resets, others see 2 to 4 hour rolling windows. So if you're going in expecting to churn out content all day for free, that's not what this is. Now let's talk about what you can actually do with it. AI video content on YouTube or TikTok. You can use Grok to generate image sequences, stitch them into short videos in CapCut, and publish them. Now, the technique itself is real. The process works, but let's talk about what it actually leads to money-wise. YouTube is better long-term platform for this. In 2026, you can apply to the YouTube Partner Program with 500 subs for fan funding features. Full ad revenue still requires 1,000 subs and either 4,000 watch hours or 10 million shorts views. YouTube RPMs, which is what you earn per 1,000 views, typically fall between $1 to $9, with finance and tech channels at the top of that range. TikTok, of course, pays less. The Creator Rewards program pays like 50 cents to $1.50 per 1,000 views for US-based creators on videos over 1 minute long. Here's the catch, though, and it's really important. Both platforms now require you to label AI-generated content. TikTok updated its guidelines in late 2025. Failing to label realistic AI visuals can result in removal from the For You feed or account strikes. YouTube updated its monetization language in July 2025 to identify repetitive or mass-produced content as inauthentic. Translation is, you can't just pump out 30 identical AI clips and expect the algorithm to reward you. The content needs to be original, creator-led, and actually worth watching. Yeah, Grok helps you make visuals faster. It doesn't replace the idea, though, the niche, or the storytelling. Those still come from you. Now, realistic earnings from this path, months of consistent posting before you see meaningful ad revenue. This is a content business. It compounds slowly. Now, Grok is a capable writing tool, and this is probably the fastest path to actual money. Businesses need written content constantly. Blog posts, social captions, email sequences, product descriptions. Grok can help you draft faster. It can help you structure better and produce more output per hour than writing everything manually. One creator tested this directly. I saw him. He sold like 10 article package for like $400, used Grok for drafts, spent like 3 to 4 hours editing. That's real hourly rate if you build the workflow properly. The key point here, and it's the same one that applies to every AI writing tool, Claude, ChatGPT, whatever. You cannot send raw AI output to clients. Grok writes fast. It also writes generically if you don't push it with specific structured prompts. A basic prompt gives you generic content. A detailed prompt with SEO and tone instructions gives you something that can actually rank and convert. Your value as a freelancer using Grok isn't the AI. It's your judgment, your editing, your ability to take the draft somewhere useful. That's what clients pay for. Realistic starting point is from $200 to $500 in your first month if you're actively pitching and delivering good work. Grows from there as you build relationships and raise your rates. Way number 3 is selling AI-generated visuals and templates. Grok's image generation is genuinely good quality, and there's a real market for AI-generated visuals, stock images, social media templates, digital art packs, Etsy products. The process is simple. You generate visuals around a specific niche, package them cleanly, sell them as digital downloads. The limitation here is the free tier again. If you're generating images for commercial use at scale, you'll need a paid plan. Super Grok at $30 a month is the most practical option for individual creators who want a regular image output without building on the API. The market for this is real but competitive. AI-generated stock images are everywhere now. What sells is specificity. A pack of 50 images built around one very specific niche beats a generic collection every time. Realistic earnings on the low end, a focused Etsy digital shop with consistent listings can reach $300 to $600 a month after several months of building. Not fast, it's never going to be fast, but it is passive once the listings are up. Now, let's be specific about where Grok has a genuine edge. Real-time info. Grok pulls from X in real time, which means it's better than most AI tools for anything time-sensitive. For trend research or current events, recent news. That's really useful if you're making content that needs to be timely. For example, if you want to make a YouTube channel about news. Also, image quality. Grok Imagine produces high-quality visuals with good prompt adherence. For creators who need consistent visual output, it's a solid tool, especially if you're already in the X ecosystem. Also, the speed. It is fast. Drafts, ideas, structures, outlines. Grok moves quickly, and the quality is competitive with the major tools. What it's not good at, being your entire business plan. Every way to make money with Grok still requires you to build something, to find customers, and show up consistently. The tool speeds up the production. It doesn't replace strategy. So, here's the realistic picture. Grok is a genuinely useful tool. The image and video generation is good quality. The writing assistance is solid. But the make money for free with Grok framing that's all over the internet glosses over several real problems. The free tier is far more limited than tutorials suggest. The content platforms that pay money, YouTube, TikTok, are tightening rules around AI content and require labeling. The writing and freelance market is competitive, and generic AI output doesn't stand out anymore. The people actually making money with Grok aren't treating it as a shortcut. They're using it as one tool inside a real workflow to produce faster, generate more, and reduce the grunt work. That's meaningful advantage, but it requires the workflow to exist first. So yeah, Grok is worth using. It's a good tool, but in the end, it's just the tool. The free tier is worth trying. Just go in knowing what it actually offers, not the version that thumbnails are selling. So if you want to go with it, just go and test something, stick with it, try it out for at least a month and see if it's going to work out for you or not. So that's going to be it for today. Wish you good luck, and I'll catch you in the next one.